What is up, guys? We are back with some Fallout 3. We're going to be checking out a mod today called Metropolis New York mod. So this is supposed to be a mod that takes you from the capital wasteland to New York. It's like a work in progress mod. It's really old, as you can see. And I feel like I've tried this mod out before, even though it says that I've never downloaded it before. But I feel like I tried this mod out and it didn't work. So I can't guarantee you that, you know, we're actually going to be able to successfully use this mod, but I'll quickly read through the description. It says a flooded New York themed city still in work in progress. This is a temporary file. It is not a complete mod. It's just to test. This is a very work in progress, so nothing like a complete mod. It's here to make people test it and eventually see around to see if they would like to mod here or set up their mods in this city. To reach the place, type in console TOW Metropolis 12 or go south of Rivet City and use the boat parked around there, the one with the chimney with smoke on top. Alright, so there's actually two files in this. We have Metropolis update file and Metropolis work file. Alright, overwrite it with this plugin. Alright, so we're going to download both of these and I will see you in game. Alright, here we are in game. I'm going to go down to Rivet City. We'll just use my super duper mark right here. This Rivet City is going to be a whole lot different than what you're used to seeing. You probably already seen this. I showed off a little bit of this. But they said it's a boat with a chimney. So let's first start checking out some of these things. So I'll check over here first. Now I do have the Wasteland boat travel mod, as you can see right here, but that doesn't seem to be the area where the boat is docked. So I'm going to quickly just check over here, and then if not, I'll go on to the other side. Okay, so I went on the other side. You can see the Jefferson Memorial is over there. I don't know why my freaking raindrops is freezing. Probably because I used the console command. Alright, it's going. So now we're going to run over here. I actually see the boat right here with the chimney coming out. Alright, that's cool. Alright, so there's the underground hideout, so you don't got to worry about any conflicts with that.
Feel the sting of my
Shut the freak up, Claptrap. Oh my goodness. Our freaking NPCs started getting involved with a damn caravan guard that didn't do nothing to them. They just want to start bullying people. Alright, here we go. Door to Metropolis. So we interact with this. Okay. What the heck?
Keep firing!
Alright, so we come out. This is our flooded NYC. Can you walk? Oh my goodness, it's irradiated. Hold on. Alright, you definitely should have put a way for us to walk through here. What the heck, man? Alright, so I'm getting ratted up. Alright, excuse me. Let me see if I got any rat away. Already, it's looking poor. I understand it's a work in progress, but you don't dump all the water in there to where we have to, like, walk in it and get ratted like that. That just, it doesn't look good. Alright, so we come over here. Wonder if any of these cells are enterable. Nope, you can't go through there. I actually should probably toggle God mode for this. Alright, so show up over here. Alright, so we can get up. Is there enemies over here? Oh, there are. Did he throw a grenade? He did. Oh shit. Oh shit. Running now. I love how the car just fell on him. All right. Ooh. Okay, it's getting a little bit better, but still, that beginning part was not really that good. All right, I think that's it for this part of the area. All right. You know, these small little outside cells, I never knew how to make this. And every time I try to look up a guide or a video, I never see it. I only saw like one video where a guy like took an already existing one, like he copied it and started to paste it. I already lost interest and just stopped watching the video. But yeah, all right. This is something, like they said, it's something for other people to build their mods on. I think they should have set it up though in a way where, like they should have just put up a bunch of buildings, you know, with doors that don't lead to anything. This way we could take advantage of those doors. All right, we can see a little clipping in the ground right there. Also, not one freaking subway entrance. Well, there was that one that was flooded. But man, if you're gonna do Manhattan, there's subways like everywhere, my guy. All right. I mean, it's something. I definitely love it, man. Like just being outside in this new cell, but yeah, it's a work in progress. That will never be finished because it was in 2009 and you can see nobody did anything with it. I want to say that's it. It's just that little small part over there. I think they could have did something like not... Is there another way to get in here? Oh, there is. At least I think there is. Yeah, they could have lowered those tire things a little bit, because I feel like it's a little difficult to get over here. Oh, you could do that, but that just doesn't feel natural. Also, the place ain't nav meshed. Is that Brisa? Yeah, she's not moving. The place is not nav meshed. Well, there you go. If you definitely want to make something that people's gonna at least start to build off of, you gotta put some freaking nav meshing. So already I know for sure that I wouldn't want to touch this because yeah, no nav meshes means I'd have to do the whole nav meshing. Yeah, I don't want to do that, especially on some outside thing, because it's much more difficult when you're doing it on the outside. Oh, so yeah, like I said, I feel like I tried this mod before, but it just didn't work. Let me just check this side really quickly, because you never know. Maybe there's a lot more to this mod that I didn't see. It doesn't feel like it. It feels like this is kind of leading to nothing. And Brisa just teleports over to me. Alright, I'm just gonna mash the jump key and see where I can go. Alright, so they do have a... Oh! Alright, let's swim over to this overpass. Oh, this is a Statue of Liberty head right there. Alright. So that's kind of cool. There's the freaking... There's a subway there. There's a bridge. Wow, look at that model. That must be from the pit. I've seen like bridges and images of the pit. I still have yet to play that DLC. We will get to that eventually, but I'm assuming that's where this bridge model is from. Alright, so there are some buildings over here that you can kind of use a little bit. I think it's a little bit too much rubble. I understand that if the bombs did fall, New York would have gotten hit hard, but still, I mean, dang. Let us have a little something. There's barely any buildings to work with. But yeah, I like this view right here. Like I said, I'm assuming this bridge is from the pit. Alright, well, we're still able to travel through this spot since there's landmines and whatnot. Whoa, is there more? And there's enemies over here. Air traps. Is anybody over there? I feel like I'll toss a grenade in there and it will be mayhem. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, there's a whole nother section over here. I was ready to like go back. I was like, alright, let me just jump back on the boat and go back. Whoa, there's a whole thing over here. Alright, I'm probably gonna get blown up. Alright, I think this is probably where it ends. Alright, I can't even hate too much because like I said, I don't know how to make an exterior cell like this. They did it. I could do if one thing I could change about this immediately is to remove some of these big rubble piles and put some buildings in them. And maybe lower this water a little bit. I feel like it's a little bit too much water. Like, I don't want to have to go into the water for long periods of time. Man, look at this. I would love a Fallout where, like, the majority of it is a big freaking city. You know, like in Fallout 4, we just got, like, a big section. And then in 76, you got the Watoga, I think it's called. And that's, like, a small little city. Alright, this is definitely the end. Let's see if we can walk around in here. Alright, I don't know what kind of copying and pasting they did, but this is nice. I'm sure this person doesn't even mod anymore, but if they did, I would love to collab with them. I would love for somebody to just make a whole bunch of dungeons and I could, you know, that I could work with. Cause that takes a lot of time. When you making like these mods and you doing like these quest mods, I'll be ready having my quests ready to go, and then it's like, damn, I gotta make this freaking dungeon. I gotta clutter it. I gotta nav mesh it. And then it just gets hectic. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna stop it right here.